Hello everyone, my name is Giacomo Zenoni. I'm here to present my startup, DazeTechnology. Have you ever tried to recharge your electric vehicles? You have this long, this dirty, this heavy cable. You have to plug it and unplug it every day, more times in a day. And if you forget to recharge your car in the evening, in the morning, you cannot use the car. And when the autonomous driving will be a reality, it will make no sense to have a manual charging. So electric cars are the future, are the present, but the infrastructure is a problem. So we realized, we designed an automatic charging conductive for electric vehicles. This is not wireless, this is conductive. We have a real connection.
DazeTechnology is the first company providing autonomous conductive charging for your electric car. DazePlug is the comfortable and efficient way to charge your electric vehicle. Precise parking is not necessary with DazePlug. Park your car above the ground pad, and when you switch off the engine, DazePlug aligns itself and connects automatically. DazePlug is fast, safe and efficient, like classic cable charging, but it is totally autonomous. The conductive connection allows fast charging up to 22 kilowatts without magnetic fields and without any power loss. DazePlug, the smart, autonomous EV charger.
So we basically put together the advantages of the cable. The cable, you can go high power, you don't have inefficiencies, and the advantages of induction, so it is comfort. We are a strong technical team. We are all engineers, and we did everything by ourselves, but with some help from energy providers. And I want to put a focus on FSE. FSE is a little Poland car maker, but it is the first car maker that adopted our solution. And that's what we want to do. We want to provide our solution to car makers, to big car makers, and they install our kit on their assembly line. But to do this, DazePlug has to be a standard. That's why we are inside the standardization tables, and we want to create a standard for DazePlug for automatic connection devices underbody. So we want to go from here, this is the headquarters of our NLX in Rome, to every parking place in the world. Thank you very much.
Who wants to start the questions?
So first of all, great solution.
Thank you.
You're facing the problem that many startups are facing if you rely on OEM, and production cycles, as you know, are very long. How are you going to make it into the next ID second generation, and how are you going to survive until then? Is there, to give you a hint, is there some sort of aftermarket strategy as well?
We started as an aftermarket solution, but we don't want to go in this way. We want to go through car makers. And at the moment in the world, there are only few startups or companies that are doing stuff like this. But we are a little bit forward, and we are inside the standardization tables, and we are together inside with the car makers and energy provider and everyone. And we are working on standardization for the connector, basically, because in the future there will be few companies that make the robot, and only one connector for every car. And we are now creating collaboration with car makers, with energy providers, in order to stay in this market.
And as of today, what would your prediction when the first car in a serial production will have this type of
German car makers?
It doesn't matter, any OEM.
Pardon?
Any OEM, doesn't matter whether it's German or...
For probably the German will be the first, because they are the most looking forward with respect to Italy, of course.
So when I understood your business model correctly, right now you're focusing on B2C, right?
Pardon?
Are you currently focusing on B2C at the moment?
B2C? No,
Yeah,
we want to do for the moment. Yes, we are doing stuff in a B2C mode, but yeah, we want to stop as soon as possible because we want to go B2B. Also, with the Polish car maker, we are doing B2B, and it works really, really better. Because for B2C, we have to re-homologate the vehicle, and that's
Right.
it's a problem.
Right now, I see also a high potential for B2B and potentially also B2G. B2C, I would be quite skeptical because maybe to ask it this way, have you considered sort of the difficulty in adopting sort of this within sort of houses or residents where people will have cars sort of basically charging their cars? Because I'm thinking, is it easily sort of like when I have a house, is it easily sort of implemented? Do I have to like change my, I don't know, garage or something basically in order to have this high voltage going through? Have you considered that? Is that
of course, the first step is to go in private houses, of course, because in the for having this solution in public, it requires that a lot of cars have the plug installed on the car.
But it might also entail some significant changes, right? Which maybe
yes, this will be a
okay.
significant change. In fact, our first step is to go in the private domestic use.
Okay. And did you get feedback on that already?
Yes, car makers are really, really interested.
And private users as well?
Yes, of course. Yes, especially high premium customers. They don't want to touch cables right now.
Can you say something about the cost? I mean, at the moment it will be quite high, but what is the expected cost per unit, I would say, in, I don't know, 2-3 years? And I mean the total cost, so even the technology which needs to be put into the car. So how much will it increase the cost of electrical vehicles?
Okay. At the moment, the device is sold at 3,500 euro, but it is an advanced prototype. It is not industrialized. And our aim is to go to 1,500 euro, everything included, given from the car maker. And we're going in this way. Of course, cheap, more expensive than a wall box, of course, but not more than the double.
Who would do the implementation? Like, if I want one of those things in my house, how would I go about?
If you want this in your house, you have to buy our kit, and the kit is the platform. The platform is you just put the platform on the ground, and you have to modify the car, and we modify your car, and it is only a sort of plug that we install under the car, and that's
no
it.
further modification would be needed at home.
Pardon?
No further modification would be needed at home.
The bomb is back.
No.
Great. Sorry for that. Thank you,
problem, no
Jacon.
problem.
It was a pleasure to have you here.